Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, this MCC code, credit card company, gun control, this story is breaking wide open, and we've been covering this day in and day out, and it is getting spicy. Now yesterday, I did videos all about the House Republicans putting forward a letter with 100 of them signing a letter going to the CEO of MasterCard. Now this is incredibly important because in those videos, not only did I read you the letter, but I also showed you a few of the points that are high-level points which are going to hurt MasterCard, Visa, and Amex down the road as they continue to issue special codes for gun and ammo purchases. Now, everyone knows, at least if you are aware of what's happened in the last 2 to 3 years, nothing good can come from this. But now the Republican senators are getting on board and they are being much more direct in their intentions, because they are openly saying Congress is going to get involved if you do not take the appropriate steps. MasterCard, Visa, and Amex, everything is linked in the description box below. Let me know what you guys think. Please consider subscribing so you can stay up on the story and spread this out, because this is breaking and it is getting spicy. Alright, so the article I'm reading from right here. Senate Republicans demand credit card companies reverse decision to track gun store sales. Now that's a lot stronger wording than the previous House letters, okay? So we've got House Republicans 2-3 days ago on the 14th, and now we have Senate Republicans on Saturday. The lawmakers told the credit card companies that Congress may have to intercede on behalf of law-abiding American gun owners. That is not something that you say lightly. That is incredibly important because they are threatening action. And this is the actual verbiage from the letter. The Republicans told the CEOs that Congress will have no choice but to intercede on behalf of the law-abiding American gun owners if their companies insist on tracking gun shop sales. You keep doing this, legislative action will follow from a standpoint of the federal Senate. This is a big deal because it's escalating. Here's some of the details. Senator Roger Marshall from Kansas is leading a group of 12 GOP senators in demanding that the CEOs of Visa, MasterCard, and American Express scrap plans to track gun store sales. The companies recently announced they would apply the International Organization for Standardization's new merchant category code to gun shop sales. We've covered that a lot on this channel. Transactions at firearm stores were previously labeled as general merchandise. So that's the generic overview. Well, listen to this. There's some quotes from this letter. Quote, "This decision, which is already being hailed by radical anti-gun activists, is the first step towards backdoor gun control on law-abiding Americans." The senators wrote to the CEOs, quote, "Any change that seeks to impact a United States citizen's ability to legally purchase a firearm belongs with Congress, not payment networks, international standard-setting organizations, or the financial institutions that some of you serve." This is very direct. I got more quotes for you. Check this out. Quote, "Due to the nature of the information collected from merchants when processing a transaction, you will have no ability to know what is being purchased. As such, the purported benefits for detecting suspicious purchases falls flat on face value." The Republicans wrote, quote, "Given that it is clear that these changes are being pushed for much more nefarious reasons, and is likely only step one with calls for declining to process gun sales altogether coming in the near future." Okay, so we're just dropping pretense. We're just going straight after it. This is what we need to see. And my own personal gut reaction here, these senators are reacting just like the House members are reacting to public outcry. This is not something that they just woke up in the morning and said, "I'm going to be upset about this." They probably read the tea leaves and they see that you are upset and you are being vocal and active, and this is the response. At least that's my thought. Now, according to the letter, the ISO is a voluntary organization that cannot unilaterally prescribe the way in which business is carried out. That's the people who Amalgamated Bank was pushing towards. Quote, "To be perfectly clear, your hand is not being forced," the lawmakers wrote. "Creating a new merchant code for gun transactions is a choice being made by each of your companies. You are choosing the side of gun control advocates over the privacy and Second Amendment rights of millions of law-abiding Americans." These guys are pulling no punches. Now you stack this again with the House letter and the Senate letter. This is something, and this is how I'm going to wrap this up. Last quote for you. Quote, "You are choosing to insert yourselves into this political debate, which should only be fought at the ballot box and in Congress. And in doing so, you are making clear that you are more than unbiased network operators seeking to maximize value for your customers and shareholders. Hold on a second. Remember the shareholders thing from the House Representatives about the fiduciary responsibility? It's all tying together. You have become anti-gun activists yourselves, willingly or not. They continued. This is incredible. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please consider subscribing so we will keep you up to date on this story because it is breaking and massive for our rights. And I will see you on the next episode. I'm Braden. See you later.